Amen. And I give you the opportunity to salute someone that inspired you in your past. Amen. Long up the court for you today. If there's anybody that you want to salute, to pay tribute to that inspired you. They're not here though, but their memory still lives on in your heart.
Praise the Lord. And the Mother's Day to everybody. Man, my mom inspired me. I said she might not have been knowing a lot of scriptures, but she had a lot of wisdom. And because of her wisdom and her what she's been through, because she grew up, she lost her mother at a young age. Mother died when she was like 6 years old. So she didn't really know her mother. She didn't know mother at all. And as she had us, my sisters, and she always tried to keep us together. And I'm telling you, we have our 3 bedrooms, but we only use 2. Because that's how close we were. We are, still today. We still sleep in the same room. But thank God for my mother. She's still here. Praise the Lord. Her name is Sarah Dawes Keller. Praise God. She's 75 years old. She's at home right now cooking Sunday dinner for Mother's Day because she won't let nobody else do it. So, let her do what she loves to do. So we give God's praise for that. I thank her for her health and her strength. I ask God continue to strengthen her as she goes through what she goes through. But like I say, I also say I will be married today because of her. I'll probably shack it. Amen. Because my husband now, but he asked me to shack with him. And I don't know. So, I asked my mother, so she said, well, take it from me. She said, me and your stepdad have been together 18 years. Is it good enough to marry you? I mean, good enough to shack with you, good enough to marry you. Amen. I've been married 40 years today. Amen. Because of wisdom. Amen. Bless
Anybody want to talk about your mother that's gone?
Anybody want to say anything about your mother that's gone?
I just want to thank my mother for raising us the way she did. My mom had 16 kids. We were grown before we knew that half our cousin was not our brothers and sisters. That's the type of person she was. She would take, we didn't have very much room, but every room we had was filled to capacity. Because she would take my auntie kids and my uncle kids. She would take all the kids in, even down to the grandkids. She helped raise 80 kids and my kids and Kim and Mario kids. She helped raise all the kids in the family. But one thing, as I stood there, when he said reflect back on somebody, I can never remember my mother talking about anybody. She was a woman of very few words. She didn't talk very much, but don't get her upset. And then you'll see the wash come out of it. That's what she used to say. But she never talked about what you did that was wrong or anything. I know when my husband and I was separated, all she talked about was getting back with him and treating him right, and that's what she wanted. She was the type of person who didn't want to see anybody at odds with each other. Amen. And I just look back and I thank God for that I see some of that in me. I'm always trying to help people, and I thank God for the way she taught us to always try to help. Amen.
Amen. Praise God.
When I go way back with my mom, I think so much. I used to stay in trouble, Lord have mercy. I was just a hard-headed. But whatever I did, she knew. She knew what I did. No matter how I tried to hide it, she did. But she was such sweet, kind-hearted person, helped any and everybody. She had everybody's children in the yard, on the porch. Just feed everybody and do everything for everybody. And I said when I got grown, had children, Lord, let me be nice and kind to my children like my mom with me. Because when she hit me, I know she was hitting me out of love. But I don't know did it come out that way, but I tried.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
I want to say something about my mama.
Hold on.
I cannot sit back and let everybody else brag about their mama. Amen. Because I knew Marie's mama. You know, I could still taste that little piece of fish she gave me. I went over there and she insisted on feeding me something, you know. One of the kindest ladies that you ever want to meet. Amen. And I don't mind having emotions today.
Amen.
Because of the stuff that my mama had to deal with 8 children. Amen. She brought us up here because in the till they got killed. And she didn't want her kids to go through that same thing. I think about Philip's mama. And she was just a soft-spoken, wonderful lady, God. Kenneth's mama. Amen. I remember going to the hospital to see her, and she was not down and out. You know, she was encouraged. She was powerful. Amy's mama. I knew her. Amen. Beautiful lady. She probably, like Mama Stella, never had anything bad to say about anybody. Well, that's the side she showed me. Maybe she was different with y'all. But I'm sorry, y'all. But I had the greatest mother that ever walked on the face of the earth. And I text my sisters today and my brothers, and I told them that I celebrate my mama. Because my mama is still living through each and every one of you.
Amen.
Come on, y'all, give me a praise for my mama.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. I want to talk about the mothers that are here, that are still here with us. Amen. Y'all already know I can stand up here and talk about my mama all day long. All day. She really, really, really taught me how to be nice to people. Amen. She taught me how to love on people, even when they don't love me. Amen. But I think that every mother in this place, every mother that sees this online, every mother under the sound of my voice, we salute you today.
Amen.
Because of the things that you go through with your children.
Yeah.
It's not just you going through. When I had to go for my surgery, my mother and my wife were like the columns that held the building up. Amen. When I was having a rough time, all I can remember is my mother on one side quoting scriptures in my ear, my wife on the other side feeding me ice. You know, and that's all I can remember, but that helped get me through. Amen. Marie, I see the way you love on your children, you know, and it's just inspiring to me. I had a talk with my son the other day. Y'all excuse me. I had a talk with my son the other day. He was having a rough day. And I told my son that as much as I love him, I honestly believe my mother loves him more than I do. I honestly believe she does. Because she loves so hard. Mothers love so hard that when your children are going through, you're going through. When your children are celebrating, you're celebrating. Amen. So I salute each and every one of you, my aunties, my mother, my wife, my daughters, all of y'all, my cousins. I salute y'all because at the end of the day, when fathers disappear, the mama got to do it anyway. She got to do it anyway, and I salute y'all for that. My auntie, I just want you to know that I love you, and I hold you in such a high esteem. And I understand what's going on with my cousin, but I'm here. I'm your son too. I love you just like a mother because you treat me like a son. And I love you. My auntie Carolyn, you didn't have no babies, but I'm your son too. Amen. Auntie Evelyn, Auntie Gladys, all of y'all, I love y'all so much. And I thank y'all. Anybody want to come up and give a shout out to their mamas that's here, that's still among the living? Anybody?
I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom, who has helped me to become the wonderful mother that I am. Very hard
Yes,
working.
you are.
If the one thing that I could give my mom, she's a hard worker. I always provided. And today she's currently at work, so I wish her a happy Mother's Day. And I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the moms here, because this year has been like a special year because my daughter turned 10. So I've been a mother for 10 years. And I have you all to thank as well, because like Mario said, Marie, you are a strong mom, and I salute you, Bob, my Minnie, all you all, because I see you all and I watch you, and you get through and you go through, but still you come out persevering, and that's what a strong mother is. So I salute you all.
My mom is gone, but she was a sweet lady. I love. I love my mom. Yeah, she had. I feel I have a lot of her personality. Yeah, she's a sweet lady. So I thank God for her. But I have, a mom here, and Minnie is such a beautiful lady. In the beginning, we duked it out, but she taught me so much of how to be not only a mother, a mother, a wife. So I thank you. And Aunt Bob has always been so sweet. I mean, she's just one of a kind. So I am so grateful that you're in my life. One of a kind. Amen.
Amen. I just gotta say this before I sit down. You got old mothers, you got young mothers. Amen. But one thing I notice about y'all is y'all never stop being mothers. I salute my daughter-in-law back there because she is fully loaded, y'all. My grandbabies ain't no joke, but Kanisha hangs in there with them babies. Amen. She hangs in there with them babies, and I salute her. Felicia, my hat is off to you. Raising them wonderful boys, so respectful and mannerable. My goodness, I could go all day. Amy, your babies, oh my gosh, they just perfect. All of y'all. Joy, you here with your soldiers and your queen. Amen. That's all love. I just love it. I just love y'all. I just love the idea of motherhood and what y'all do, what y'all bring to the table for us. Because we be lacking sometimes. But we got one more.
My grandma is nice. Her always do nice things for me every day. Every day I want something, her do it, and sometimes I do it for her too. Because my grandma nice all day. My grandma never be mean to me.
Amen.
I love my mother. She buy me things. She cook for me all the time. I cook for her sometimes, but I stopped. And I just love my mother because she do things for me. And she helped me doing things. She helped me doing things, and she pushed me to do like things.
Amen.
You go through one.
Amen. Praise the Lord. We can stand up here all day and talk about mothers. Thank you.
Can we give a hand to the mothers that are here?